Dave, where should we go for our honeymoon? Do you have any idea where you want to go?
I'm not sure really. Everyone seems to go to the Caribbean, so I would rather go to somewhere in Europe, really. You've been to Europe and South America many times, haven't you?
Well, I have, but only with work. It's a bit different to going somewhere on honeymoon. I haven't been to enough places to be able to decide a route for our honeymoon or anything like that. Maybe it would be better to just go to the Caribbean, you know? It's a proper vacation destination after all.
Oh, really? I guess it would cost a lot to go to Europe and stay there. The Caribbean would probably be a better place to go to get some rest by the beach and enjoy the beautiful scenery and delicious food, don't you think? We could even see if we could find a package deal, couldn't we? Look at these.
What's all of that?
I went to some travel agency and picked up some honeymoon brochures from each one.
We could have just looked on the internet. There was no need for you to go to all of that trouble.
I know, but it's a lot easier to compare the different ones like this, and somehow it just feels more exciting too. Wow, look at this one. It even includes an hour photo shoot.
Oh, that sounds good. I didn't realize that things like that would be included as well.
You see, the more we look at, the better. I'll have another look around tomorrow. There are loads of amazing places in the world, you know?
Dave, don't you think you might be focusing a bit too much on the honeymoon, though? We've still got to choose the venue and sort out my dress, hair, and makeup. There are so many other things that we have left to do.
Well, a wedding planner can help us with those things.
I thought you said you wanted us to sort everything out ourselves. Why are you suddenly talking about wedding planners and the like?
I'm a very reasonable person, you know? Why are you so surprised that I've changed my mind? We're both busy with work and stuff, aren't we? Don't you think it would be easier if we got an expert to help us with some of the planning?
You might have a point there. Just do whatever you want to do.
Speaking of the wedding, what would you say to me wearing a white tuxedo? You could wear a black wedding dress, too.
What? Why on earth would I want a black wedding dress? That sounds a bit strange, doesn't it?
Lots of famous people have got married wearing black wedding dresses lately, so it's turned into a sort of trend.
Oh, really? I would never have thought of doing something like that.
You aren't doing any planning, are you? You seem to be leaving it all to me.
I guess it does seem a bit like that, doesn't it? I have been looking at a few things, but I don't think I can match your enthusiasm, that's all. Even so, I think we should just stick to the normal colors when it comes to my dress and your tuxedo, if it's all the same to you. I don't want to stand out like that, and I don't want people talking about me either. I just want the day to pass without too much fuss, that's all.
Your wedding day is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I don't understand why you're so unbothered by it.
Well, you're so enthusiastic about it all that I guess I feel comfortable just leaving you to it. I am excited and looking forward to it, though, whatever you might think. We're finally going to be getting married. I can't really believe it's happening.
Right? Me neither. It's been 7 years since we got together now, and it still just feels like yesterday. We must have been really busy for the time to pass this quickly. I really can't believe it's been 7 years already.
We'll have even more time to spend together once we're married. We've just got to get these next few months of wedding preparations over with now. That's all. We can do it.
I'm sure we can. We're just so busy these days, though.
Hi, Jean. It's me. Oh, hi, Kathy. Do come in. I hope the traffic wasn't too bad. Come in and have some lunch. I've made your favorite. Wow, thank you. That looks amazing. You know I can't eat it right now, though, don't you? What? You always eat so well. Why can't you eat it? I made it especially when you said you were coming. Well, I'm on a diet at the moment, you see. We've got to take our wedding photos soon, so I can't eat greasy food like that, you know. What are you talking about? Why do you need to worry about things like that? You're skinny as a rake already. What do you need to go on a diet for? It makes me feel so sorry for you hearing things like that. Still, I have a bit of a belly, so my wedding dress doesn't fit nicely. I'm just trying to get rid of that a bit before the photos, that's all. Even so, just try it, will you? Losing weight by starving yourself really isn't good for you now, is it? Well, if you keep saying things like that to me, I'll want to eat it. Your food is so good that I just can't have one bite. If I try it, I'll end up eating the whole thing, and I can't do that at the moment. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just hurry up and eat it, will you? Okay. Thank you very much for making it for me. I'll eat it. Where's Sarah, by the way? She seems to be really busy these days. I hardly ever see her, even though we live in the same house. Is she dating or something like that? Well, that wouldn't be anything new. She's always changing boyfriends and everything as well. They never last long. We have been together for 7 years now. I guess closer to 8 than 7, to be honest. During that time, both Dave and I have been really busy, so we haven't even been able to think about getting married and wedding preparations. I work in the business department of one of the top companies in the country, so I often have to go abroad for business trips. Dave is also always busy with work, so to us, wedding preparations seemed something of a luxury. However, as time went by and my position at work got higher and higher, my salary also got to a level where we were more comfortable and my business trips also got less frequent. So we started to seriously think about getting married and then wedding preparations. As we'd been dating for such a long time, I knew Dave really well and I believed that we were a good match. Since I got along well with his family, I thought we wouldn't encounter any major problems during our preparations. When we first talked about getting married, they agreed. We set a date for the next spring and slowly started to get everything ready. However, about 6 months after we had started, Dave started to act more and more strangely. So if you look at this one, you can have it with or without decorations, making more room for... Dave, are you listening? Why do you always seem to be staring into space these days?
What? Oh, okay.
You aren't even listening, are you? Why are you agreeing with me when you don't even know what I said? I was saying that if we consider the number of guests that you're going to invite, if we have the wedding here, we're going to have it without the extra decorations and things. What do you think?
Well, I don't know, really.
What on earth is wrong with you lately?
What do you mean?
If I try to talk to you about the wedding, you don't even answer properly. You don't even listen to what I'm saying most of the time either. You don't seem at all interested, and you won't make any decisions or anything.
Haven't I always been like that?
No, of course not. You were really excited about choosing where to go for our honeymoon before, and you were even talking about which dress would be good for me and things like that. You were even more involved than I was in the beginning. Now, you don't say anything about anything. And if I even mention the wedding, you act indifferently. Is there anything wrong? There's been such a big change in your attitude, that's all. Are you regretting saying that you'd marry me or something? Is that it?
No, it's nothing like that.
What is it then? How am I supposed to know if you don't tell me? I'm not a mind reader. I'm starting to think all sorts, so I think it would be better if you just told me what the problem is now.
To be honest, the wedding ceremony seems to be quite a burden, that's all.
What do you mean a burden? Why are you suddenly saying things like that? We've been planning everything fine up until now. You were even more involved and excited about it all than I was.
That was when I didn't know much about it. That's why I could be so excited and enthusiastic, wasn't it? But now that we've got the photos over with, I just feel a bit strange and different about it all, that's all. Taking the photos was so tiring and so much like hard work. I think it just made me worry about how tiring and how much work the actual wedding ceremony will turn out to be, you see? Once I started thinking like that, I started hating the idea of having a wedding ceremony, I guess.
What are you talking about all of a sudden? Are you saying that you don't want to marry me anymore? Is that it? Are you cheating on me or something? Is there another girl that you have your eye on that maybe you'd prefer to be with?
Of course not. How could I possibly want anyone but you? Why are you understanding it that way? I'm not cheating. Of course I want to marry you.
So what do you mean by saying that you don't want to have a wedding ceremony then?
The wedding ceremony is a burden, that's all. I'm scared of going to the wedding venue, and I'm scared about standing in front of all those people.
What do you mean? Is this something that a fully grown adult should be seeing?
I can't help if the thought of standing up in front of all those people scares me, can I? I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to think about it anymore.
Really? He said that he didn't want to have a wedding ceremony? Yes, I don't know what's got into him lately. I really don't. Has he said anything to you at all, Mom? If he says he doesn't want to, there's not much to be done, I guess. They say that people can have a change of feelings before the wedding ceremony, don't they? Do you think it's something like that? I guess it must be. The wedding ceremony is only a few months away now, though. Even so, we've been getting everything ready for about a year now, and he's suddenly saying he doesn't want to do it, and that he's scared of standing up in front of all those people? I don't think it's something that I can just ignore. Well, he's always been really sensitive, though. You know that. I guess he's just getting worried about this and that now that the wedding date is getting so close. It's not a big deal. You're too kind-hearted and generous, that's your problem. Other girls would just put it down to wedding blues or something like that and just ignore it. People can get like this before their wedding. That doesn't make sense, though. You can get a bit worried or depressed about it, but how can you tell your future wife-to-be that you don't want to have a wedding ceremony? And what am I even supposed to answer? It would be ridiculous if I just went, okay, then let's not get married. Are there any other options that you could consider? Like putting it off for a while or something. It's only a couple of months away now. Everything's sorted for it. How can I just put it off for now? We'd have to pay huge cancellation fees, and to be honest, I don't want to put it off. Do you think it makes sense to put off a wedding for no reason at all? No matter how good I've been to you and how well we get on, do you think it's okay for you to talk to me like that? I am going to be your mother-in-law. You should be careful how you speak to me, especially concerning my son. You're just totally ignoring his feelings. He could be acting like that because he's feeling a bit depressed, but his feelings can change. Which is more important to you, the man that you have chosen to be your husband, or stupid wedding ceremony of empty formalities? It's not empty formalities. It's a part of getting married. You're just thinking of him in all of this, and nothing else. It seems to me at the moment that I'm the only person who wants this wedding to go ahead. Shall I just cancel the whole thing like Dave wants then? No, of course not. Why are you talking about canceling a perfectly organized wedding ceremony? I thought that's what you wanted me to do. You said he might feel differently and not want to get married, didn't you? Well, if that's the case, surely it's in everyone's interest to cancel it. I'm feeling pretty bad about it all now anyway. If I cancel it, all these things will be resolved, won't they? Why do you have to say things like that? I said I thought it might be a good idea to put it off a bit, not to cancel it. There really isn't a difference between putting it off and canceling it, to be honest. Of course the two things are different. Don't cancel it. If you really don't feel good about all of this, maybe you should try talking to Dave about it a bit more. If the two of you talk seriously about it all, surely you should be able to reach some kind of a decision, don't you think? Hearing the same things over and over again made me feel a bit strange about the whole thing, too. I mean, how could it not? It's a very strange situation to be in, don't you think? After all, it wasn't only me preparing for this wedding. We did a lot of it together. In the beginning, he was even a lot more enthusiastic and excited about it all than I was. I was always looking things up and going to various places to find out information and things like that. His attitude suddenly changed. Him suddenly appearing indifferent and saying he didn't want the wedding ceremony and that it was burdensome was very strange to me. I just couldn't understand it. I became certain about what was going on after talking with my future mother-in-law that time. The two of them were trying to make it so that I wouldn't go through with this wedding. But they weren't trying to make me cancel it. What was it that they wanted? How were those two things linked? It was really hard for me to understand the truth behind their actions. Kathy! Kathy! Oh, Sarah, it's you. What on earth is the matter? Mom and Dave didn't seem to be able to come to a conclusion, so I've come here to talk to you myself. Excuse me? What kind of conclusion? I don't really understand what you're talking about.
Why aren't you letting me take over your wedding ceremony? It's really urgent. Why are you still not letting me get married in your place?
Pardon? Letting you get married in my place? Hang on a minute, what are you talking about?
Mom and Dave said that they've already spoken to you about it. Are you pretending not to know about any of this or something?
No, I'm not pretending. I actually have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean, letting you get married in my place? You taking over my wedding ceremony? What do you mean?
Oh, don't feign ignorance, Kathy. You know everything, don't you? I mean, you know I'm pregnant, don't you?
What? You're pregnant? What do you mean? You aren't even married yet, are you? How are you pregnant?
Well, these things are always a possibility if you have a boyfriend, aren't they? Why do you seem so shocked about something like that?
I understand that things like this can happen, but what I don't understand is what all of this has to do with my wedding ceremony.
Did Mom and Dave really not say anything to you about any of this? We've agreed for my boyfriend and I to get married in your place.
You mean that you're going to get married when we were supposed to be?
It's not like your wedding is urgent or anything. You've already been dating for over 7 years after all, haven't you? It'll probably not make any real difference to you even if you did get married. You aren't pregnant or anything like I am either. Like I said, your wedding ceremony isn't urgent, but mine is. I'm pregnant. I have to have the wedding ceremony really soon so I can wear a wedding dress before I can tell that I'm pregnant.
Well, then you can book a venue and sort it out yourself, can't you? Why does that mean that you have to steal my wedding ceremony?
Do you really think that's as easy as all that? All the good places around are all booked up, so I can't book it when I want to. There are only really rough, rubbish-looking places left, and I can't bear to get married somewhere like that. My boyfriend is from a pretty rich family, too, so we have to get married somewhere good.
Well, then you could leave it for some time and have your wedding ceremony after you've had the baby then, can't you? You can get married on paper first and then have the ceremony later.
I don't have any time for any of that. I've told you, how can we possibly get married after I've had the baby? His parents are already really mad that I've managed to get pregnant out of wedlock. I'd love it if I got married after having the baby. The best solution that I can think of is for us to get married on the day you arranged instead of you and Dave.
We've already paid the deposit and handed out all of the invitations in our names. How could we possibly just give the wedding ceremony to you? How can you just give someone your wedding ceremony? You're talking absolute nonsense.
Why is it nonsense? I think it makes perfect sense. Anyway, it's really urgent, as I said, so just let me have your wedding ceremony. Quickly! Let me know where you've booked your wedding dress to. I'll have to cancel your dress and get one in my size, so you better tell me now. Hurry up!
Kathy, I'm really sorry. Sarah went running out of the house muttering about something this morning, but I never even dreamt that she was going to be going to your place.
Is that all you have to say to me right now?
Pardon? Oh, I see.
Sarah said that we were going to give our wedding ceremony to her amongst other things? What on earth is she talking about? She was talking like you and your mom already knew about it and even had agreed.
I was going to tell you about it, honey. Sarah managed to get herself pregnant, you see, so she's got to get married quite urgently.
I understand that, but so what? What does that have to do with our wedding ceremony? How can our wedding ceremony that we have spent so much time planning and organizing suddenly become Sarah's?
Well, we've been dating for quite a long time, and our families know each other, don't they? We're pretty much a married couple anyway, don't you think? But I just feel really sorry for Sarah, because her future in-laws are not at all impressed with her being pregnant before they've even got married. So I just thought that we could help to make them forgive her even a little bit, that's all.
What does that have to do with our wedding ceremony? Stop beating around the bush and tell me straight, will you?
Sarah hardly has any money saved up, and there is a big difference in wealth between her boyfriend's family and ours, you see? We just thought that it would be good if our family could at least sort out the wedding ceremony for them, that's all. We've already got everything ready for our ceremony and are just waiting for the date to come around, aren't we? If we just changed the names to Sarah and her boyfriend, that would be it all done.
So you thought that changing the names would be fine and told her she could have our wedding ceremony, did you? Oh, stop talking such rubbish. How can you just change the names of the bride and groom? What about all the invitations that we've sent out? Did you think that you could just change the names on those as well? Even though we've already given them all out? Why don't you phone the wedding planner and ask her? I said call the wedding planner and see what a professional has to say about your stupid plan.
How could I possibly tell her something like this?
Why are you telling me then? You must know yourself that this is a ridiculous idea.
Well, I thought that you'd listen and at least try to understand what I was saying. I thought that we could talk it through and maybe just change the names on the day ourselves.
Me? Understand this? Please stop talking such nonsense, will you? How could I possibly understand? This is our money, our time, our dream wedding day. How could you expect me to just hand it over to your sister like it means nothing? Why do I have to understand and agree to something like that?
You're saying that you can't understand why I'm asking you what I am? I didn't think that you were that sort of person. How can you not even let a person you've treated as your little sister use your wedding ceremony when she's as desperate as she is?
I just can't, okay? Why am I expected to just understand when you're talking absolute nonsense like you are?
Are you really that selfish? I can't believe you sometimes. You've really gone too far this time. Don't you feel even a little bit sorry for Sarah? She's pregnant and needs to get married as quickly as she can before you can see her stomach.
Why should I feel sorry for her? She's pregnant, not dying. It's all of her own doing, isn't it? I should feel sorry for your sister because she got herself pregnant and give my dream wedding to her? Is that what you're saying? What if I did let her have it? What about all the money we've spent arranging and booking everything? Is Sarah going to pay us all of that back?
Of course not. How is she supposed to pay back all of that? She doesn't even have any savings. How can I ask her for all of that money back?
Why? I thought you said that her boyfriend is from a wealthy family. You said that because he was from a wealthy family, they had to have a big wedding, didn't you? You can ask him for the money then, can't you? If you explain the situation to him, I'm sure he'll understand and pay you the money back.
Why do you keep talking such nonsense? Haven't you listened to a word I've been saying? His family are already against the wedding, I told you that. How could I possibly ask them for money?
So she's going to just take the wedding ceremony that we've shed blood and tears doing all the work for and not even pay us back for it?
I told you not to talk about her like that, didn't I? Why do you have to talk like that? If you say things like that, it makes Sarah seem like a bad person, doesn't it? Are you slighting my little sister?
What else could I possibly do? This is all just too much, don't you think? I understand everything now, though, at least. The whole reason you suddenly went all strange and decided you hated the idea of having a wedding ceremony was in preparation for you telling me this, wasn't it? You don't want to have a wedding ceremony, but if we cancel it, we'd lose a lot of money, so we should just give it to Sarah and her boyfriend instead. That was your plan all along, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't really it.
I don't want to hear any more about any of this. If you're going to keep going on about this ridiculous plan, I think we're going to have to think a bit more about what we both want. For now, I am sick and tired of the whole thing.
Oh, Kathy!
Why are you being so stubborn and thoughtless? You really have gone too far this time. Don't you even feel a little sorry for Sarah? I have just told your son to stop going on about this. Now it's your turn, is it? I don't feel sorry for her at all, not in the slightest. Anyone would think that you were a great mom trying to look after the daughter she was marrying off because she felt sorry for her. What did you just say? I am not giving her my wedding ceremony. I don't feel a bit sorry for her either. It's all of her own doing after all. Don't you understand what I'm saying? Do you want me to tell you again? You really are cold and selfish, aren't you? I expected better from you. I thought you thought of Sarah as your real little sister. Obviously not. How can you be so cold towards her? You're saying that I am the selfish one, are you? Don't you think expecting someone to give you the wedding ceremony that they had spent hours planning and a lot of money organizing for free isn't selfish? Be quiet. Just do the right thing and give it to her. Up until now, I thought of you as family and tried my best to treat you well. So stop being so cold-hearted and give the wedding to Sarah. You don't need to contribute anything when you get married, so just give Sarah the wedding, and while you're at it, you might as well let them have your honeymoon as well. So, you want me to just give her our wedding ceremony and our honeymoon? Maybe we should just give her our new marital home while we're at it, hey? Yes, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. That would be great. The two of you could move in here with us, and they can have your place. We have to sort out the most urgent problems first, of course. The rest can wait. We're as good as family anyway, even though the two of you haven't yet got married. Don't you agree? You can sign the marriage documents, move in here while you're saving up for your new place, couldn't you? You make a lot of money. There's no need for you to be so cold to Sarah. You'll make back what you spend on the wedding in no time, after all. Let's stop fighting about this now. Let's just let Sarah have your wedding, huh?
I really couldn't believe what I was hearing. My mother-in-law wanted me to give my wedding ceremony to her daughter so she could get married. If they were really that short of money, they could just get married on paper and have the ceremony at another time. At the end of the day, it's not my fault that Sarah accidentally got pregnant, is it? I had saved for a long time for that wedding and really didn't like the fact that my mother-in-law was trying to take all that time and money and give it to her daughter just like that. To be honest, I was even more annoyed by Dave's reaction to the whole thing. It was ridiculous to me that he was willing to just give everything to his little sister because he felt sorry for her. Like it was only his time and money that had gone into planning the whole thing. If they really wanted or needed to get married, surely they should sort it out themselves, don't you think? Why did I have to lose out on everything because of Sarah's mistake? No matter how much I thought about it, I couldn't accept or understand what they were trying to make me do. After I'd been thinking about what I should do next for a few days, they finally managed to make the decision for me.
Kathy, why haven't you called once in the last few days?
Jean, why do you keep calling me all the time?
You need to hurry up and give Sarah your wedding ceremony so we can start getting ready for it. She'll need to have dress fittings, and we have so many other things to do before then. Why are you still dawdling like we have all the time in the world?
I've already told you that I have no intention of giving my wedding ceremony to Sarah.
Why are you talking like I'm definitely going to give Sarah my wedding? Are you still going on like that? I told you before that that's not the way that families should act toward each other, didn't I? Even if you agree to giving it to Sarah right away, we'll only just have enough time to sort everything out. Why are you being so greedy?
Why is it greedy for me not to want to give the wedding ceremony that I have both planned and paid for to Sarah?
You should always be willing to concede to your younger siblings. That's just how things are. Maybe you didn't know that, growing up without a younger sibling like you did. You should always protect and yield to your younger siblings. How on earth have I gained a daughter-in-law who doesn't even know that? I'll teach you everything you need to know, so hurry up and give the wedding ceremony to Sarah.
Family?
Oh, don't make me laugh. I really can't take this any longer. What are you talking about? I need to get Sarah's wedding ready. Give her the ceremony right now.
No, I'm not going to. I'll just stop being your family. I don't want to be part of your family anymore.
What? You don't want to be a part of our family? What on earth do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. You said that families have to feel something for each other, didn't you? Well, I don't know what those feelings should be, and I don't want to learn about them either, so I've just decided to not be a part of your family. I'm not going to show any of you any love or affection. I'm just going to put a stop to the whole wedding.
You're talking rubbish. How can you say something like that? How can you talk to your mother-in-law like this? You've dated my Dave for years. Are you just going to mess him around now? Have you lost your mind?
Your family have made me lose my mind with all this crazy talk of giving Sarah my wedding ceremony. Surely you must understand that.
You aren't even my mother-in-law, and you aren't ever going to be either now, so I can say whatever I want to say.
Pull yourself together, old woman.
I can't believe you're talking to me like this.
Well, we aren't family anymore. We weren't ever really family anyway, were we? We never signed marriage papers or had a wedding ceremony after all, have we?
I was never your daughter-in-law, and you were never my mother-in-law. I really regret listening and being polite to you all now.
You know, I don't know what I was thinking.
Are you really not going to marry Dave? You're going to throw my son away, just like that?
No, I'm not going to marry him. I don't want any more to do with the people who were trying to make me give the wedding that I put all my time and money into to Sarah, just because she accidentally managed to get herself pregnant. Why would I want to be a part of a family like that?
I'm throwing away your son? I guess I am, yes.
Let's just say that I am. I'll just pretend that the whole lot of you are trash and I'll throw you all out.
Don't contact me anymore, okay? I'm going to cancel the wedding ceremony. You can book Sarah's ceremony again in the place of the one I've canceled, or not. That's your choice.
Hey, what is all of this? What do you think you're doing?
Oh, it's your turn again this time, is it? What's wrong this time?
What is all of this? These crazy bills? Why are there so many zeros on these numbers?
They're bills for the cancellation charges of our wedding, of course. I canceled the wedding, the food, and the honeymoon, you see.
What? You've canceled it all already? Even if you've canceled it, where have all the bills come from? Why are the cancellation fees so high? All we did was cancel a few wedding things.
How do you not know? If you arrange a wedding and then cancel it, you have to pay cancellation charges for each of the things we've booked. We agreed to get married on a certain date, so everything was prepared so that could happen. Now we've canceled it, that all needs to be changed, so we have to pay a cancellation fee. That's just how these things work.
Why did you cancel it all anyway? If we aren't going to get married anymore anyway, we could have just let Sarah get married to her boyfriend in our place, couldn't we?
I see that you're still more interested in Sarah getting married than you were by the fact that we're no longer getting married then. It's nice to see you've got your priorities straight. I don't understand why you still aren't listening to me. I told you before that the whole idea was ridiculous, didn't I? Just change the bride and groom's names and get married in someone else's place. It's impossible. Why don't you go to the wedding venue and ask them if you can just change the bride and groom's names and carry on with the wedding? And maybe you'll finally listen to me and realize how ridiculous you're all being. We have to pay all the cancellation fees, whatever happens, of course.
Why do I have to pay all of this, though? You're the one who decided that you didn't want to get married, aren't you? I can't believe you're trying to make me pay it all. It's ridiculous. Stop talking such rubbish.
I might have been the one who decided that I didn't want to marry you, but the reason for canceling was you and your family making ridiculous requests, wasn't it? I've paid the reservation fee, so you can pay the rest. I guess it will be quite a bit more than what I've paid, but there's nothing I can do about that.
What do you mean we made ridiculous requests? What were those ridiculous requests, then?
I think you need to sort out how your family thinks before you'll understand. Your whole family was pressuring me to give my wedding ceremony to your sister. If you want me to pay more, you'll have to try suing me or something. I'll get a lawyer and send them the evidence of the phone call your mom made to me and of your sister charging into my house and pressuring me to give her my wedding. I know that I can easily prove that your family were the reason for me calling off our wedding.
Did you think that I was just gonna let you get away with this or something? I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna get my own lawyer, and I'm not gonna let you get away with this. You just wait and see.
Fine, go on then. Do whatever you want. So, we ended our nearly 8-year relationship, and I called off the wedding. My ex's family were really against all of it, of course. How could you call off the wedding over something like that? Don't you have any feelings for us at all? Is not getting married on that exact day such a big deal? They all started shouting and begging me to change my mind, saying that they were sorry for what they'd all done. I knew that they would act like that, to be honest. After all, I make a lot more money than Dave, and they knew that they couldn't pay all the cancellation fees or win a lawsuit to make me pay them, so they had no choice but to beg me to change my mind. They wanted me not to call off the wedding and to get married when we were going to in the first place. They also promised not to mention giving the wedding to Sarah again. However, I had had enough of their nonsense. I blocked all of their numbers and started only contacting them through my lawyer. Now that my long relationship with Dave was over, I felt kind of lost and empty, so I got one of my friends to introduce me to someone. I started dating this guy who was a lot wealthier than I was, and we ended up getting married after a few months. I decided that at the end of the day, it really didn't matter how long you had been dating for, because no matter how well you think you know each other or how good a match you are, everything changes when marriage is brought up anyway, so I decided to just marry him. Luckily, my new husband and I get on really well and hardly ever fight. We're enjoying our new life together. The family who nearly became my in-laws said that they had been to see a lawyer, but they never ended up suing me. They didn't have any evidence of what they were saying I had done, when I, on the other hand, had a lot of evidence showing how they had acted toward me. In the end, Sarah didn't end up getting married, and the family was laden with debt from all of the cancellation fees. When he found out that our wedding had been canceled, Sarah's boyfriend realized that there must be problems in the family and immediately decided to break up with Sarah. To make matters worse, it turned out that the baby wasn't even his, so Sarah couldn't even get any child maintenance from him. I've heard that Dave, Sarah, and the baby are living with their mom. I now realize why Sarah was so eager to get married as soon as she possibly could. Anyway, this was the story of a family that lived to use others. If you happen to have people like that around you, I suggest that you run as far away as you can.
I can't take any more of this. So you're saying that the baby wasn't even your boyfriend's?
Apparently not.
Have you got him tested to find out?
Tom went to get him tested without me knowing, and they weren't a match.
Those tests alone are several $1,000s. Surely we need to know who the real father is at least. Then we can leave little Johnny with him or make him pay child support. Something at least. You're just messing around at home pretending to look after the baby. Why do I have to work to pay for you and the baby as well as myself?
I am your only sister. If you feel sorry for me, that's the least you can do, surely.
I don't even feel a little bit sorry for you. I feel more sorry for myself having to put up with you all. I'm gonna leave this ridiculous excuse for a family now, so you'd better hope that Mom and Dad will help you out.
Make sure you won't regret it later. What will you do if my Johnny's dad turns out to be the heir of a huge company or something like that?
What? You mean to say that you've met that kind of guy?
Of course. I've had so many boyfriends that it's not going to be easy to work out who the dad is, that's all. I only get with guys who are better off financially than we are.
Really?
Of course. Why would I lie about something like that?
Well, why didn't you say that from the beginning? If you had, I would have loved and looked after my little nephew a lot better now, wouldn't I? Don't forget me when you're rich and famous now, will you?
Okay, you know that I'll make sure to pay you back for all your kindness. Oh no, it looks like he's doing a poop in his diaper. Change him when he's done, will you?
What are you going to be doing in the meantime?
I've got to try and find out who his dad is, don't I?
Oh, I see.
That's right, you'll always be under my thumb. My whole family always falls for anything I say and let me do whatever I want to do. It's really good for me that that stupid cow Kathy and the jerk that I was going to marry have gone. Now that Dave has started to stick up for himself, I guess I better hurry up and find the next fool to bleed dry. I think I might go clubbing again tonight, actually. Dave, I'm going to go out tonight to see if I can find Johnny's dad. Make sure you give him dinner for me and put him to bed, will you?
Okay, sure, don't forget about us. Good luck. Wait for the look of regret on Kathy's face. I'm gonna drive past her in my Ferrari. Even if she cries and begs for me to take her back, I'm just gonna stare coldly at her and leave her there. She's gonna regret not marrying me for the rest of her days. Oh, Johnny, my little money cow.
Claire! I can't believe I'm finally getting married! This truly is the happiest day of my life, and I'm so glad you are here to celebrate with us. You are a dear friend to both of us, and our wedding would not be the same without you being here. By the way, I couldn't help but notice how shocked you looked when you saw Jack sitting next to me at the wedding. Sorry that you had to find out this way, but I just didn't have the heart to tell you before the wedding. I'm sure you understand, though, right? We're just two people madly in love who deserve to be happy. Wouldn't you agree? By the way, I hate to sound mean, but your reaction was really funny. You were floored.
Why are you making fun of me like this, Jennifer? Yes, seeing him with you was not what I had expected in a million years. I had no clue that my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me with one of my closest friends. And you've kept this a secret until now. But is that just so that you can make fun of me? Or do you have a good explanation for this?
I don't need to explain myself to you. I just told you that we're two people in love. It's simple as that. And anyway, from what Jack told me, your relationship had already ended by the time Jack and I started dating. So he was free to see whoever he wanted. Did you know that he told me he had a crush on me ever since we first met?
No.
Well, that's what he told me. So it makes sense that he's thrilled to be with me, right?
Jack and I only broke up 2 months ago while I told you everything about our relationship till then. So I find your timing to marry him really sketchy.
Well, we didn't need much time to decide to spend the rest of our lives together. It was just meant to be. Don't you get it?
The MC at the wedding mentioned that you two met a year ago with the help of a mutual friend. Who's that then? I guess that was me and you guys were seeing each other behind my back. Right?
You know what? I'm sorry. I should have thanked you for introducing us a long time ago. Without your help, we would have never met. You actually brought us together, so I have to say that I'm so fortunate to have you as my friend, Claire. So thanks!
You should have told me instead of going behind my back, Jennifer. That's the very least you could have done. And Jack, that idiot! He was seeing both of us at the same time! He's such a douchebag! And why would you want to marry someone dishonest like that? You know he'll cheat on you too, right? Don't you want someone better than that for yourself, Jennifer?
No, Claire. You listen to me, okay? What the MC said was all true. We started seeing each other shortly after you introduced us, and you were too dumb to see what was going on. You took him for granted, and you should have appreciated him more. Being the gentleman that he is, Jack didn't want to break your heart. But you still should have caught on earlier.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. Jen, you know what? We've been best friends since high school. Why would you go behind my back like this? There are plenty of guys out there, and you had to go after my fiancé. Why's that, huh? Didn't our friendship mean anything to you? And I can't believe you had the nerve to ask me to give a speech as your best friend. You could have spared me the humiliation and told me before that. What did I ever do to deserve this from you, huh?
OMG, geez. You are overreacting, Claire. What's done is done. There's nothing you can do to change it. Okay? How about being a good person and congratulating your best friend and your ex on their wedding day? Try it. It'll make you feel better.
This is nuts! I don't believe this.
Enjoy the reception and celebrate with us. Who knows? You might meet someone today, right? Maybe it's just really time for you to move on, Claire. Everyone will notice you being mad, Claire. Try to compose yourself and avoid any more potential embarrassment, okay? It's not pretty. Go and practice smiling in the mirror while we go and change our outfits or something. Just don't look so miserable.
Jack, what's going on? I need to hear from you about what really happened. Did Jennifer come on to you or did you go after her? I can't believe you were seeing my best friend behind my back. And to top it off, now you're marrying her? Why would you do this to me?
Take it easy, Claire. Don't get so upset. It just sort of happened. She is so hot, you know?
What the hell? Why would you say that to me?
You're a nice girl, Claire, but I just don't find you attractive enough, and you're no match for Jennifer. You shouldn't be blaming me for this either, by the way. You shouldn't have a best friend as pretty as she is, that's all.
Oh, wow. You total douchebag. Don't you even feel an ounce of guilt in you? You were lying to me the whole time. You honestly expect me to just let it go, Jack?
Don't call me names just because you're feeling crap, okay? And what lies? I didn't tell you about Jen, that's all. That's not the same as lying.
Listen, what bothers me is that you two are seeing each other behind my back. I know we've already broken up, but I still feel betrayed. Don't you see that? Just 2 months ago, you said you were going on a long-term business trip. So what and how is it that you are marrying Jen now?
Geez, get a life, Claire. I was telling you the truth about the business trip. It's just that someone else ended up going instead of me. It happens all the time. It's not my fault.
There you are with the same old lies. Can't you come up with anything better?
I'm telling you the truth. I wasn't even sure if I could continue seeing Jen either, okay? But Jen was willing to give it a try because she loves me. And luckily, my work assignment got canceled, so it just kind of worked out in the end. It just felt right to get married after that. She wants to be with me, and I want to be with her too.
Doesn't it bother you? Wouldn't it be better to be a man and own up to what you did? I really don't care about you anymore, but if you had the decency to tell me about Jen, that would have been nice. That's all I'm saying. She was my best friend after all.
Hey, don't jump to conclusions when you don't have all the facts. You're just upset and want to blame me for everything.
Don't turn this around on me, Jack. You're the one who's been cheating with my best friend, for Christ's sake. You owe me an apology.
So, are you going to forgive me if I apologize to you? I think not. Then what's the point? Just forget it and move on already.
OMG. This is unreal.
Don't be a sore loser, Claire. There's nothing you can do now. Are you going to sit there and sulk throughout the entire wedding? You might as well just leave. Or you can stay and watch and see how happy we are and contemplate where you went wrong. Look, I feel bad I'm marrying your best friend. I really do. But this is the reality, Claire. You need to accept it and move on.
Claire, I heard you spoke to Jack. I suppose he straightened things out for you? And you're still here. Does that mean you decided to be a good friend and give us your blessing?
Do you honestly think I'm still here because I want to be? Remember, I'm supposed to give a speech as the maid of honor, right? I'm more disappointed than furious with all this, but I'm not going to let that bother me.
Good. You've always been reliable. You better give me a good darn speech and make me look good. Got it? I'm the pretty one, and it's my day today. And look at you. Just make me look good, okay?
I really thought you were my best friend, Jen. I thought we trusted each other. I had no idea you felt this way about me, you know? Wow.
I was just pretending this whole time. I wanted to be your so-called best friend so I get to hang out with more people since you seem to have so many of them. To be honest, we could not be more different from one another anyway.
Oh, wow.
I honestly don't know what people see in you. Maybe girls like to hang out with you because you have a lot of guy friends or something. Girls don't feel threatened by you physically. So maybe that's what it always came down to since school.
You were using me so you could have more friends? I thought you cared for me. Wow, this hurts.
That's right. I've always hated you, Claire. I would never have stolen Jack from you if I thought otherwise.
I thought our friendship was special, and that's how we managed to stay close for all these years.
Welcome to reality, little Miss Delusional. You and I could not be more different from each other, both physically and mentally. We started as good friends, but you made me hate you when we were in our sophomore year.
Why sophomore? Did I do something to upset you?
Yes, and I was hurt. My self-confidence was all but destroyed because of you.
But I don't understand. I don't have the slightest clue what you are talking about.
I still vividly recall how upset I was. It was one of the worst experiences I had in my entire life.
What did I do?
I was the prettiest girl in the entire school, and every guy wanted to go out with me. My only interest was in Matthew K. I had a crush on him. Remember him?
Yes. Oh, wow. He was the senior class president. You had a crush on him?
Yeah, and I asked him out, but he rejected me. That idiot actually ditched me, even though I was the prettiest girl in school. Can you imagine how I felt?
Well, I guess, but he was really smart and the leader of the debate club, right? Maybe he was just too busy with all of that.
Nope. He said he doesn't like girls who are superficial and that all I cared about was how I look. But then he had the nerve to compliment you and how he liked the way you carried yourself. I couldn't believe he was comparing me to you. Can you believe it?
Jeez, wow. So you resent me because Matthew refused to go out with you? That has nothing to do with me.
Huh? Of course it does.
I didn't even know you liked Matthew, let alone asked him out. Why didn't you tell me? Okay, he might have been a bit harsh on you, but to put the blame on me is totally uncalled for.
Shut up! This is all your fault! How dare you think you're better than me when you're so ugly?
That's crazy, Jennifer. I never thought I was better than you or anyone. I never compare myself to anyone, and I don't judge people. And I'm okay with who I am and how I look.
That's my point! That's precisely why you are so annoying!
What do you mean?
Anyways, I was determined to prove I'm better than you. You may believe you're smart and have social skills that make you popular with guys, but that's not enough. All guys want pretty girls in the end. I was so irritated when you mentioned you're thinking about marrying an elite boyfriend of yours who works at a major corporation. It wasn't right for you, of all people, to marry a successful man like that. So I felt the need to prove that I am more desirable than you.
Okay, so is that why you went after Jack? Because you were jealous of me? What kind of reason is that? Do you even love him?
Of course I love him. And he feels the same about me. That's why he dumped you and chose me. Jack told me he never would have married you because he didn't find you attractive enough anyway, so you had no chance with him to begin with. I didn't even have to try so hard with Jack since he was already attracted to me. Any guy would want to be with a pretty girl. What's more, he had eyes on me ever since when we first met. He never said anything to you because he didn't want to hurt you, because he's nice like that. Now get over it, okay?
Wow. I don't believe what I'm hearing.
I'm telling you, being beautiful is an asset. It's natural for guys to want the company of attractive women. Just admit it. You wish you were born pretty like me, Claire. What is so wrong with being superficial when you are as beautiful as I am? It's a God-given gift, and I'm proud of it. I will certainly use it to my benefit. I'm marrying Jack, and we will have a great life together. Pretty girls get what we want in life. Sorry to remind you, but ugly girls like you, Claire, need to work much harder to get ahead in life. Did you really think he would marry you?
Okay, are you satisfied now? You made your point, and now it's my turn.
What?
Did it ever occur to you that I was the one who dumped his sorry behind instead? I really don't care about him anymore. But let me make one thing clear, Jen. You're marrying the man that I dumped. Me! I dumped him! I may not be as attractive as you, but I certainly was not the one who was dumped. Is that clear to you now?
You're insane, Claire. You're just saying that because you resent him for dumping you for me. Jeez. You're ugly and a liar. You can't face the fact that he chose me over you.
I'll tell you what really happened then, shall I?
Go on then. Ooh, I can't wait to hear this.
I started to question our relationship when he brought up his business trip a few months before we broke up. I realized that he was constantly lying to me and realized it was a waste of my time being with him. And I'd had enough of it, so I ended the relationship. He was using his business trip as an excuse to see his family, But I already knew he had a wife and kids. And he thought I didn't have the slightest idea.
What? Did you say a wife and kids? What?
He would go on a business trip for a few weeks and come back. It was always the same story.
No, go back for a second. I'm confused. It doesn't make sense. You said he had a wife and kids. How could he be married with kids if we are about to get married? Are you trying to stop me from marrying him? Is that it? Because if so, nice try, Claire. But it's not working.
I know this must be hard to accept, especially on your wedding day. But I should also tell you that I called his wife while you two were changing wedding outfits.
What the hell?
I told her he is currently getting married to someone he's having an affair with. Imagine the look on her face, right? I mean, she was in real shock at first, but maybe she saw it coming too. So anyway, she's heading over here.
Here? As in to the wedding? My wedding?
Yep. She offered to give the speech on my behalf, actually.
What?
She said she wouldn't miss an opportunity like this.
No, wait!
What? Aren't you thrilled? You get to meet her in person and hear what she has to say.
No. Wait.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
That would be nothing but a disaster! Stop! Listen, Claire! You're the one who called her and you're leaving?
I can't stand how selfish you are. It makes me sick to my stomach to watch someone who I thought was my best friend getting married to my ex. But you know what? You cow! You both make a lovely couple. A pretty girl like you totally deserves a cheater and liar like him. Once a liar, always a liar. Ever heard of that?
Sure.
What makes you think he won't lie to you or cheat on you? You better think hard about that one, Jennifer. It's a relief I don't have to stick around any longer. As much as I'd like to witness the look on your face when the wife gets here, I have more important things to do. Now I'm really leaving.
No, wait! What am I supposed to say to his wife then?
You figure it out. You're on your own. You can go back to your lovely wedding now. I wish you and Jack good luck. And I never want anything to do with a cow like you ever again.
Claire, wait, how long have you known about my wife? You never said anything to me.
Well. If it isn't the man of the hour. Remember the night you came home drunk?
When? Really?
Well, you did, and you wore a ring I'd never seen before on your ring finger.
I did?
Yeah, you twat. You went to Canada on a business trip that day and got drunk with your clients, or at least that's what you said. You must have forgotten to take it off when you came back to me because you were too drunk. So you're the one who made it so goddamn obvious, Jack. And that's when I decided to look into it to make sure I knew the truth.
What does that even mean?
I knew you were a cheating idiot, but to cheat and marry my best friend? I didn't think you would go that low, Jack. And that goes for Jen, too. You two are disgusting. You have a family and you were using a business trip as an excuse to go back to your family while seeing me. Who does that? I had a feeling that something was off with you. And I'm glad my hunch was right. Whenever I brought up the topic of the wedding, you would change the subject abruptly. I wondered if you were not ready for it yet. Anyways, when I saw the ring on your finger, it all made sense.
You even have my wife's number, and Jen told me that you called her.
I had to let her know that we had been seeing each other for 2 years, didn't I?
You actually spoke to her?
Of course I did. I told her right after I broke up with you. Although none of this is my fault, I still feel the need to apologize to her for being involved with a married man. My good soul felt guilty and wanted to make things right. I was even prepared to pay her however much she wanted if it resorted to that.
Are you crazy?
You're calling me crazy? For real?
I can't believe you spoke to my wife.
Well, it turned out that she was a bigger person than I thought she was and forgave me. She wanted me to tell her all about your little affair, though, because she was willing to forgive me, but not you.
Shoot! Oh my god. And what did you tell her?
That you're not getting off the hook that easily.
What do you mean?
We've kept in touch with each other since, and she hasn't said anything to you, has she?
No.
She's a smart lady. I'm sure she has some sort of plan for you.
What kind of a plan, Claire? Tell me.
So you better be prepared for whatever she may have in store for you.
What is she up to?
I have no idea what she has in mind. You'll need to find that out yourself. All I want to do is make it up to her.
Oh my god, listen, the truth is that me and the wife, we hardly talk to each other anymore. There's no affection between us. We only stay together for the sake of our kids. It's been hard, okay?
Oh, look, she just texted me. She said she's in a cab and she'll be here soon.
That's just nuts. She can't just barge in here.
Apparently she can. If you ask me, she has every right to be here and meet her husband's new bride. Don't you agree?
No, wait, Claire.
You two go about enjoying your wedding. See you around.
Oh wait, don't go.
This is such a nightmare! What am I supposed to do now? My life is over. What have I done to deserve this? Yesterday was supposed to be the best day of my life, Claire.
Oh, hi, Jen. What are you doing texting me? Aren't you supposed to be on your honeymoon with your Prince Charming? Oh, by the way, how did the rest of the wedding go yesterday?
Thanks to you, it was a disaster. I've never been so humiliated in my life. Jack's wife stormed in and all hell broke loose.
Oh, no. What a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Have you heard the saying, what goes around comes around?
OMG, you're totally having fun here, aren't you? My parents blame me for stealing him from you, you know. I told them that I didn't know how Jack was already married and had a family, but they wouldn't listen to me.
Wow. Well, like I said, what goes around comes around. They must have been really upset and embarrassed. I don't blame them.
My parents always liked you. And they're even taking your side instead of mine, and I'm their daughter. No one seems to care how I feel. It is so not fair.
I feel bad for your parents. It's unfortunate that your parents are experiencing pain and humiliation because of you, huh? I wish your parents didn't have to go through that.
And to make matters worse, Jack's wife has no intention of divorcing him.
Oh, wow, really? What a plot twist.
She told me to break up with him as if she owns him or something. It was awful.
Wow.
She said she wasn't going to hand it to him that easily, especially when they have kids together.
Well, I guess divorce is not the only solution here. She knows what's best for the family, and he needs to make it up to her.
That woman is evil and calculating. Instead of choosing to take my money, she would rather stay with him and have him financially support her. How crazy is that? She doesn't love him, but won't divorce him either. What kind of marriage is that going to be?
Do you want to know what I think? He is responsible for everything that has happened. He's the one who has been cheating and lying to me and you and everyone all this time. So he had it coming. I actually respect his wife for being so calm and collected, not letting her emotions get in the way.
Oh, give me a break, Claire. Who are you calling calm and collected? I'm telling you, that woman is one nasty woman. She is old and not attractive at all. You know what she also said? She told me to pay you money to make up for it.
She what? She wants you to pay me?
I don't have to pay her or you anything since I didn't know he was married. But she insists I pay you. How crazy.
Wow, I didn't expect this. I guess good things happen to good people after all.
No, that is not right. I don't have the money to pay you at all, and I won't. I haven't saved any money, so I don't have any anyway.
Well, then she might do something else to make you pay for what you've done. Maybe it's better to take that route and run with it.
Claire, we're best friends. You said so yourself yesterday.
Did I? I don't remember.
You'll forgive me, won't you?
Will I? I don't think so.
I don't need to pay you anything, right? His wife isn't treating me fairly. Why would she prioritize your needs over mine? Especially since I'm the victim here. She thinks she can boss me around just because she's his wife. But I know that I haven't done anything wrong.
Jen, you'd better stop. I'm with his wife now.
Huh?
You heard me. She is right here with me. She hoped she could put some sense into you, but you are not the least bit sorry. She is so disappointed in you. You never learn, do you? You really made her upset now.
Why is she there with you? What are you two doing together?
She wanted to gather as much proof as possible on you since you haven't agreed to her proposal. She says, you're right that you're not obligated to pay compensation for me, and you can choose to ignore it if you want.
What?
Jen, what she means is that she's prepared to spread the word about you if you refuse to pay me. But make sure you understand there'll be a consequence if you decide to do that. That's also what she said.
No, she can't do that. She can't spread rumors in a small town like this. It'll spread like wildfire.
In that case, you can call it hush money instead of compensation.
I don't want her talking about me. I've had enough. I can't tolerate any more humiliation.
Then just pay up.
Fine.
You will?
Fine, yes, I will. How much do you want, huh?
Okay, that's good. It looks like you're finally coming to your senses.
So, how much is it that you want?
I'll keep in touch with you about that once I talk to my lawyer, okay?
A lawyer? What?
After a few weeks of this conversation, Jennifer wired $15,000 as compensation to my bank account. She came up with the money by selling all her belongings, apparently. Sadly, her parents disowned her, and she was ditched by her friends, too. So now she was all alone to pick up the pieces she broke. One by one, her friends disappeared, saying things like, I can't be around someone who treats their friend like that. The one thing she is determined to do, more than to keep her friends, is to find someone rich, or in other words, to find the next Jack. I don't think it's going too well for her, though. Apparently, a lot of the men she sees are looking for more than just a pretty face and can see right through her superficial personality. They want someone who has substance and can share a fulfilling life with them. And then you might be asking, what happened to Jack? Well, he is now working his butt off to pay his wife alimony and child support. He hands all of his paycheck to his wife, who has him wrapped around her fingers. It's too bad he doesn't have the means to fool around anymore. Or is it? His wife told him she'll grant him a divorce once their youngest child turns 20. So it looks like he's not going to be free anytime soon. Poor guy. But I'm not the least bit sorry since he had it coming. It serves him right.